Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Tower of God chapter 540, and it's still insane seeing a chapter number that high. Our season 3 episode 123, everything's going down. We're definitely getting into some sort of climactic finale area for the nest, it would seem, with all that's going on. I can't imagine there's too much more that can even possibly happen. I mean, obviously there's a lot that can possibly happen, but not in like the length of chapter sort of ways. I don't think we have more than maybe a dozen or so at the very longest left in the nest before we move on, and even that seems like it's kind of a bit much because we've already kind of gone into the suspendium and we've kind of already done the nest stuff. But to do some intro stuff, just talk a little bit before we get into reading. Yeah, I just got out of the shower kind of recently, so I always look awful. But if I look even more so, there you go. Yeah, I'm recording this like as soon as it came out. I was sitting here playing some Fire Emblem Three Houses, waiting for this to come out so that I could immediately jump into recording it. And you should be seeing this directly after that, because I am going to immediately go edit this and get it up for you. But YouTube, it used to be like instantly, soon as you upload something, okay, we've done our checks and processing, all done. Now checks and processing take forever, so if it's forever before you finally see this up, that's why. If it takes until like after midnight. Yeah, gonna be posting this immediately. I'm really excited for it. There's a lot to talk about, honestly, but I'm gonna save that for like more review types of things. Speaking of review types of things, I have tons of other Tower of God stuff coming. I still, this week, wasn't able to finish the 5-chapter review for the chapters that came out in May. Hopefully I'll be able to do it this week. I'm just honestly, honestly feeling a little bit burnt out. Not on YouTube stuff, but I feel like situations outside of YouTube, like once you've been like, oh, I've spent so much time working on this, I'm so tired, it's like then you get to YouTube stuff and it's like, man, I just don't have the energy for this right this second. But yeah, hopefully this week I'll get that done. After that, I really, like I mentioned, the high rankers, predicting the ranks video is going to be my next project after that. That probably won't take very long, honestly, unless I weirdly run into something that makes me want to go all out on it in a weird way. That's probably not going to be a long-term project or anything like that. And then I really want to do, I was thinking, oh, I really want to do a lore video where I'll just talk about the history of the world of Tower of God, and it'll be like an hour long or something. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think it'd be much better. I was really thinking about this a lot yesterday. I want to do like a lore video series, sort of like the lore videos I used to do, or Dr. Bonehead's done in the past, where I'll do like part 1, the tower before the Great Warriors Climb, part 2, the Great Warriors Climb, part 3, I don't know, maybe like the 13-month series and the Princess System, like split it into sections like that and do however many parts I feel like doing, maybe try to go chronological order. The War of Genesis should probably be part 3, I would think, maybe before the Princess System. But yeah, I kind of want to do a video series like that, maybe like 5 to 20 minute videos. I'd like to say like 5 to 10 minute, but I know me, like I will want to get super detailed and I'll end up talking a lot, as I'm doing here just in this intro. And lastly, before we get into reading this next chapter, I guess, like I said, tons of other Tower of God stuff coming and other stuff on the channel. Yeah, as I've done the past few weeks, I will say to go watch a bunch of other Tower of God YouTubers, like I've mentioned all of them before, Dr. Bonehead and Nayade Hemmings and Ryzen 4K I mentioned recently. Every week I've been watching Kick the Can Productions reactions now too. Yeah, just, I know I'm forgetting people. Izzy XP, go watch everybody. Including a few that I forgot to mention, that again, I'm shouting them out without really watching a lot of their stuff, so just take in mind that I know they do Tower of God stuff, but I haven't watched a lot of their stuff, just some of it. I know there's East to West Reacts, there's Always Jake Carson, I watch some of his stuff sometimes, but again, not a ton, so I don't know that well. or the Otaku Fix, go check out any of them. If you want to see some like old reactions from people that don't react anymore, there's Vanity Pride Cosplay. Kebren was like the second Tower of God YouTuber ever, I remember, after myself. But yeah, Kebren's old videos, Epic Wheelbarrow. So it's like Epic Wheelbarrow, Kebren, and Vanity Pride Cosplay don't do it anymore, but they're like three of the very first that I remember. So if you want to see some reactions to older chapters from people who don't react anymore, go look up their stuff, I guess. But yeah, so shout outs to a ton of people. Go watch all of them. Go watch a bunch of other Tower of God stuff, other than me. But either way, let's just get into reacting to this. Sorry I took so long in the intro, but I don't know. I kind of like talking. I kind of wanted to talk more about just general whatever stuff, but I don't want to make you wait for the reaction any longer than I already have. So let's go ahead and start reading. Oh yeah, what do I think's going to happen with Bomb and this marriage proposal? I actually think the most interesting thing to happen in the story would be Bomb having to be like, you're gonna kill my friends if I say no, so I can't say no right now, and then just going along with it and pretending to go along with it. Maybe take somebody like Elaine to be his fake fiance for a while. I think that would be the most interesting thing to watch, is Bomb trying to fake it and like fake going along with this plan for now, and all of his friends having to find a way to save him. It is kind of like the what am I thinking? The Viol stuff with FUG all over again. But I don't know. I just think that would be an interesting thing to watch happen. But either way, we have a violence warning, which we haven't seen in a little bit, or 2 weeks. I didn't think we had one last week. Now, oh yeah, and the thumbnail for this was Sola. So I know a lot of people are going to be like, we're cutting away from Trauma Ray to Sola, but I'm kind of invested in that group and what they're doing. It feels like we need to see what happens with the Highbrider stuff. Now, let me officially make you an offer. I want you to marry one of our family's daughters and join the Lopobia family. What a great shot. What? I mean, that's another thing. Bomb just saying, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? Every single time Traumare says something, like, Mexes, motherfucker, do you speak it? Or actually, I think, again, my old translation brain, I always remember it as Mexis, but I think they changed it to Mexethian, is what they call the language they speak in the tower, in the line translation. Mexethian, motherfucker, do you speak it? What? Join my family. I want you to be mine. How many times does he have to repeat himself? That's my offer to you. 52nd floor, the offer, 2. And now we have the cat tower. I love this panel, the same panel from before, of Sola running. That thing's a monster. And Highbrider rushing out. This is the panel we left this group on, I think. What the hell? What's the Highbrider doing here? Thinks, Fuchil. Are those Zahard's troops? We're up against a lot of enemies. This isn't good. And this guy got so hyped up and we just moved on from him. Man, this guy, I was like so convinced. I was like, oh, they're hyping him up so much, he has to be the guy that Bomb's gonna fight. Nope, we went nowhere with this guy. We're up against a lot of enemies. This isn't good. There's no time to waste. Then again, maybe this is a good chance to distract that beast. There's a passage on the other side. I'll turn that monster's attention towards them, and then race across to the other side. We have him using some sort of powers. And whooshing through past Sola. Alright. Oh, no you don't. You're not going anywhere. And Cha goes for an attack. Yeah. Alright. And knocks him right into the way of the Highbrider. And then, did Highbrider just slap this guy out the sky? It looks like that's what's happening. Highbrider's really cool looking though. Like I mentioned before, he reminds me a bit of and he has hands for feet, I just noticed. He reminds me a bit of Acronac's design. Like, I mean, obviously he looks really different from Acronac, but maybe he's the same type of like ancient creature sort of existence. Oh no. The Highbrider is so hard to control once it goes on a rampage. Like, I know they're both weird creatures, but I mean, I think maybe they're both the, like, same type, the same species or whatever, is what I'm trying to say. What happened to the armored soldiers? And we have Karaka's ugly minions coming in. Oh, I hate their designs. I'm sorry, I hate Karaka's minions' designs. Like, the heads don't look too bad, but it's the dumb-looking naked bodies. Like, the heads and wings aren't bad. Who are they? What are they doing here? Where did the armored soldiers go? And they stand up behind Karaka. I just can't take them seriously. It's like when we first saw Canzone and he's like just in his underwear or whatever. Damn that damn Karaka. Was he hiding these troops? And now Highbrider's releasing more energy. Again, is his release of energy similar to what Acronac was doing? I mean, it's not creating his own realm, it seems like, but still. We have the armor tree from Karaka still. That monster sure seems upset. Probably because it has so many more opponents to fight all of a sudden. It sure is wild, just like someone else I know. Hey, watch your mouth. The angry old lady Doan. What on earth is Army Corps Commander Yasracha doing with an uncontrollable beast like that? The bomb is going off soon. We need to get out of here. How can we lose those guys? And of course, somebody said if he explodes, I think last chapter, right? So the bomb is a person, I think. Is it gonna be freaking McCage? Because I feel like McCage has done nothing. There's a mouse over there. You'll notice if I go rushing after it. Plus, because of the administrator, the booby traps have been upgraded to a high ranker level. Alright. Maybe I can use this to my advantage. And he creates all of these arms out of Shinsu. Kind of reminds me of Daniel a bit. Alright. He grabs onto the Highbrider. He gets to do something cool. There's so many arms now. And is he just gonna shove the Highbrider into the traps? What is this? Alright, we have the slam through the like mesh grate there. Oh, and are they above and crashing into where White Garment Widow was? I thought they were in a different area. I didn't think they were in the cat tower. I thought they were in, like, part of the nest's actual building. What the hell? Because I thought when they teleported away to, like, somewhere else. Huh? Love space. Look. We still have a very bloody Evancal. Karaka, Cha. Just stop right there. And they're all rushing in. So now White Garment Widow's incredibly, incredibly outnumbered. Evancal? Nice timing. Who are they? This is such a comedic duo, just out of nowhere. And isn't the bomb supposed to go off soon? I just got here and I'm already confused. Right, White Garment Widow, just leave. This is just too much. Like, White Garment Widow just got sent into a cat tower with a bomb and a bunch of high rankers. Like, what is this? Oh? And it's reforming its body. Similar to what happened with Yasracha, and he said he got some sort of technology or power from researching the Highbrider. So, you know, maybe similar thing. Cha. Okay. Now we have the Cha and Doan team up. We've got... That's a really cool panel, actually, of White Garment Widow. Jeez, these attacks are so cool. Sorry, I'm just trying to take all this in. Trying to, like, process what I'm seeing. Really cool. I probably got to look over this even more to really understand every small thing, because there's a bunch happening. Like with these soldiers and the canines and other beast people, it looks like fighting, because there's like a mouse-looking person there. Interesting. This is so cool. This is really cool looking. Wait! This is no time to be fighting each other. Oh, and it's Ferez, or maybe Perez, because I know P and F can kind of be interchangeable, I think, in Korean, because FUG is pronounced like Pyogu in the actual Korean characters. So like Fug is Pyogu. So if that makes like a P sound, maybe Ferez should be Perez, since that's more of an actual name. And we know that we know that Spanish names are really popular for Kun family characters. But we have Perez coming in. Who's that now? Fuchil, the 1st Division Commander of the 5th Army Corps. Where is he? The 1st Division Commander? You mean that gold guy earlier? Wait, where did he go? That high ranker. Oh, is the hidden bomb. Okay, he was the one that mentioned the bomb being a person, right? Or was that Nanatona? That was Nanatona, I think, that mentioned it. So he probably learned from Nanatona. Okay. So Fuchil is the bomb. What? Fuchil's gonna use explosion? Gonna use self-destruct? What? What do you mean he's the bomb? There's no time to explain. Where is he? I just heard from another division commander of the 5th Army Corps. That guy is the bomb. He's a human bomb set to detonate whenever the Army Corps commander gives the order. We're talking about a self-detonating high ranker. You know what that means, don't you? If he explodes, everyone here except a few high rankers will die. Damn, is that true? So he's... And then we have Karaka looking up. But he's not here. Where did he go? He was just here a minute ago. What the heck are they talking about? Thinks White Garment Widow. Damn it, I'll go look for him. Cha's rushing off. The self-detonating high ranker. If he were to explode here, everyone, or almost everyone in the cat tower would be killed. Is, like, I've predicted so many people would die. I was like, Doom might die, I guess. I think it's very likely that Yasrata is going to die. It's pretty possible that Jinsun could die. Is Cha gonna be the one to die? Is Cha gonna, like, fly away with the bomb or something? Is he gonna Iron Giant this? Fuchil, I lost contact with the Army Corps commander. Go ahead with the plan. Understood. Bomb and Trauma Ray side, we cut away. What? Marriage? What the heck is he blabbing about? Trauma Ray, he's up to no good again. Get married to one of our family's daughters? Does that mean that, or does that mean that kid would be the heir to our family? I guess so. Marry Candide. Just point out Candide. Wait, get married? This is all so sudden. I'm so confused. There's no need to be confused. The fact that you managed to survive in this nest crawling with high rankers as a mere regular proves that you're worthy. I guarantee you a position just below that of one of the honorable family heads. Not even the title of Slayer candidate compares to this. You could have the honor of marrying one of the brightest daughters in the Lopobia family and becoming my heir. Surely you wouldn't refuse that, would you? Well, as unlikely as it is, if you don't happen to like any of the daughters that our family presents to you, you can certainly pick someone else from our family to marry. I'll let you choose. Okay, does that mean, like, if you don't like any of my daughters, you can pick, like, any woman in the family? Or is he saying, oh, if you don't happen to be into daughters, any of my sons or non-binary folk also work. Just pick whoever. What do you say? Tell me. Have the girls you've chosen as candidates agreed to this as well? I don't need the... Oh god, Trauma Ray. This is the most Trauma Ray sentence on Earth. I don't need their consent is the most Trauma Ray sentence on Earth. All that matters is what I want, Zahard's permission, and your decision. That's the difference between lower creatures and us. If that's the case, then I refuse. What? It doesn't make any sense to marry someone I don't even know, but even more than that. I don't like the way you made the offer. How can you force someone to get married without asking them what they think? I refuse your offer. Is that so? Then, you leave me no choice. The offer is cancelled. I'm doing things my way now. What? I don't care what you think. I don't care what you think anymore. Here's what's gonna happen. Again, I don't need your consent is like the most Trauma-Ray sentence. I don't care what you think anymore. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to marry a daughter of my choosing and be mine. If you refuse, your master and your friends trapped in the Suspendium will all die here. I'll kill every last one of them. starting with the little vermin on the other side of that wall. Without knowing why or how, they'll be crushed. And we see Kan Hong watching all of the other canines get crushed. Kan Hong, though, mad respect for withstanding it. And every living creature in the nest will die a pointless death. All because of your decision, because you refused my offer. As of this moment, your fate will be whatever I decide. And now we have, I object. You can't make someone get married without their consent. Here we go. Jinsung's totally dying, isn't he? I absolutely object to that. Jinsung, just let him, just fake it for a little while. Just pretend until you come up with a better plan. When you don't have a, proverbial gun to your head. Jinsung Ha. I thought he was trapped in the suspendium. Master? Again, it shows that, I wouldn't assume that it's because Traumerei can't sense him, given the crazy powers we've seen, but maybe Traumerei, there's just such a difference there that Traumerei doesn't even care enough to notice that he was released. Sorry. Ugh. Thought I felt a hiccup coming. Thought he was trapped in the suspendium. Master? Yeah, this is bad news for Jinsung. Bad place to be. Master. I can't believe one of the 10 great family leaders showed himself here. I never expected this. What should I do? You should leave. Meanwhile, in the air around Lopobia's battleship. Alright. We see a swoosh. Somebody teleporting in. This is crazy. So I guess, this is around the Lopobia battleship. So this isn't where they are now. This is where Traumerei left from. So somebody's swooping in to Traumerei's place while he's not at home. And it's, okay. Gustang, predictably, but I am excited to see what he does. So this is interesting, though, that he's not showing up where he is now. He's showing up at Traumerei's house while he's away. And so this is interesting. He's showing up at Traumerei's house while he's not there. So this might actually save Bomb's group, because Traumerei just gets a call like, Gustang's wrecking your house. He's like, shit, I gotta go back, sorry, and just leaves. This might get Traumerei to leave, though. Yeah, interesting. Again, so we got 2 family heads in the mix now. I'm so excited to see how this plays out. Because there's so much. There's so many people who could still show up. So much that could still happen in just a few chapters. Like I said, I feel like we've handled the bulk of the nest. But just think about how we transition from the cage to the walls pretty quickly. Then transition from the walls to the cage so quickly. Or the walls to the nest so quickly. So I think whatever's happening, we could be transitioning away from the nest pretty soon. But there's still so much that could happen before we get there in just a few chapters. Because look at, okay, chapter's over, look at how much happened this chapter. Insanity. Alright, that was incredibly fun, as always. 23 minutes am I recording right now? I'm gonna hurry up and end this so that I can go ahead and get this video up. Like I said, though, check out all those channels I mentioned before. Go ahead and subscribe and all that, and wait for more Tower of God stuff. Like I said, there's going to be a 5-chapter review hopefully this week. Gonna have the lore videos eventually. Gonna be reacting every week, reviewing every month. Lots of things coming. I really want to do some collabs too. I forgot to mention at the beginning with all those channels, Boss Jesse, I don't know if he actually does YouTube or just Twitch, but if you're interested in talking about Tower of God via streams, go check out that, or go check out his Twitch channel? Are they called channels on Twitch? I don't know Twitch. I don't watch streams very often, I'll be real with you. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought. of this week's chapter, my thoughts and reaction to it. There's going to be a lot more deep thoughts coming with the reviews. I go really in depth with them, so again, I cannot stress to go check those out enough. I feel like my last two reviews were really good, I think, if I remember correctly. Subscribe for tons of more stuff. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. And if you want to help support the channel on Patreon, it's patreon.com/HakuofTheTubes. Their link will be in the description. It really does help me to continue to make videos. Yeah, I don't know. This was fun. This was really fun. It's so good right now. It really is. And not only is Tower of God so good, but I feel like there's just, there's so much more that can happen in just the next couple of chapters. Like, everything happening right now is like so important. It's so important. So before, I was thinking the best way to go about this would totally just be Bomb just pretending and going along with it to keep his friends from getting killed for a while, because again, that would work for Bomb not getting his friends killed. Yeah, that's a good thing. But also, like, it'd be very interesting to watch Bomb trying to fake it with this marriage stuff and his friends trying to find a way to save him and stuff. I think that would be really, really exciting. But now another thing's happening. Gaston is apparently, unless I'm like completely misreading this, apparently attacking Traumare's house, like his main actual floating ship, his main actual castle. So Traumare may need to be like, oh crap, run back home to stop this from happening, carry all of his people with him. So that might actually end up saving everyone. But then you think as well, he's like a family head, so if he was able to like do the frog tongue thing with Cobalt and just and like pull Bomb in before, why doesn't he just capture him and take him with him by force? Like he said, your consent does not matter. Yeah, like maybe, like, why wouldn't he just take Bomb with him and go? But then again, maybe Bomb can just activate your powers don't work here on me irregular reject mode, and like Traumare could just be like, I don't have time for this, I gotta see what Gaston's up to as a sneaky boy up to no good. So yeah, who knows. But yeah, more in detail later. Thank you for watching. I gotta end this so that I can go ahead and post it. I will see you all next time.